And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dark Phoenix Gaming, and you are watching Mass Effect Legendary Edition with Vin Shepard. Last time we left off, we cleared out those criminal bosses for Helena Blake, and then successfully convinced her that the organization she wanted to take over and run in a more tasteful manner was too corrupt and had too bad a reputation to be salvaged at this point. So she shut it down and we let her go. Today we're going to be doing some of the more minor stuff that we've got on our assignments list. Specifically, we're going to be checking out this biotic commune transmission and helping Garrus find Dr. Salion. And we're going to do Dr. Salion first, I think. Herschel's system, Kepler Verge. So we'll do that next. Off we go then. Look around a little. I see our destination thing there, and it appears none of these worlds have anything to survey. MSV Fidele. Owner Dr. Hart, which you may recall is what Salion changed his name to. And on this occasion, we're taking Garrus and Caden, I think. I can't say I have a particular reason, but this is Garrus's mission after all, so we want to bring him along for the ride. To pistol for the time being, since we're in close quarters. So we will see about if I decide to take anything else. And of course, it's full of test subjects, is what the game calls them, but we know these are basically discount Thorian creepers. That's all they are, they're discount creepers. Care of.
All targets down.
And door up here. Yeah, we got the discount creepers out of here. Nothing to see up there. And who do we have here? But the doctor himself.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Salion.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
Okay. Calm down, Garrus. Back off.
We'll take him in, drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Of course.
Bring it on.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus, but you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Salion's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. His work is ended here. Time to head back to the Normandy. Yeah. But man, what is it with people who are obviously defenseless, have no way to actually be a credible threat to us, and yet still insist on trying to pull a gun on me? Are they that dumb? I think they must be. He was just asking to die there. You know what? Fuck it. I'll use some Omni Gel. We've got plenty. Take your stuff. Plus some Metagel. Oh man. Yeah. I swear there's so many people that they must obviously be able to tell that they're in civilian getup and have maybe a sidearm. Whereas we have a heavily armed squad of professional soldiers there confronting them. And yet they still decide that they should confront us and try to resist, even though they are definitely going to die if they do. Because that makes plenty of sense. You know, since we just offed Dr. Salion, I'm gonna take a quick 5 minutes to go and talk to Garrus and I think a few other folks. We're not gonna do a full-on conversation run around, but there's a few little ones I want to have.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Sarah. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we will find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Sarah? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
If he won't surrender and won't give himself up, then absolutely, but it's a last resort.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, looks like Garrus is not too willing to chat about Dr. Salion just yet, which, fair enough. Hey, Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming.
Yeah, I can guess Jared wasn't too pleased with that, though.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Gotta be honest, I'm kind of surprised there is a place in Krogan society where violence is forbidden. Seems kind of un-Krogan.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Your father. Jared was Rex's father. Okay, gotta be honest, that one I did not see coming. Threw me for quite the loop the first time I played this game. Really did.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Wow. Well, I can't really blame him for that. My father betrayed me and killed a bunch of my allies is a pretty fair reason to leave your home and not want to return, if I'm being honest.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Well, we're going off hitting up random planets often enough these days. I can look for it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find
Done
me.
and done.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay. And all we know for that one so far is that his family's armor is somewhere in the Argos Row cluster. So, not very useful, really.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Oh, Tally, you seem kind of down.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sounds like our girl Tally's a little bit homesick, doesn't it?
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later. Hey, Shepard. You need something?
So it's not
go.
available yet.
See you later.
There's a specific side quest for companions you can actually pick up for Tally, but it's not something that we have just yet. So I guess I'll have to wait to do that one. Anyways. time for us to go off and do our next mission, which I have to back out of the map and look at this again to make sure I have the location right. Let's see. Century system in the Hawking Eta cluster. This is time for us to see about this biotic commune. Some interesting backstory to it that's a little more relatable if you're of the ruthless background, so
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
Okay.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him in Torquay. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
Well, maybe I can reason with him. Get him to come back willingly. That would, I'm sure, be the ideal solution. Depends on how willing he is to listen to reason, I suppose.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Okay. Now... Pressrup, apparently, is the planet we want for this. And this is an official Alliance mission and all that jazz, so I'm gonna take the Alliance squad. We can have Ashley and Caden along for this one. Go find this compound, and now see if we can possibly negotiate with Major Kyle and get him to stop killing Alliance officers and instilling people with religious propaganda, because neither of those things are particularly good. So we'd like it if they would stop. Preferably without us having to shoot anyone. be the ideal situation. Not having to shoot anyone. We'll see.
Securing point.
Okay. And that one is locked up, so guess we have to go to the other destination.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
Oh good. Thankfully we have the Paragon to be able to get in diplomatically. I've never actually failed that, but my assumption is that if you can't get in like this, then and you have to essentially shoot your way through the compound and kill everyone. And Major Kyle will probably be hostile or very pissed off and impossible to negotiate with when you get to him. So thankfully we don't have to do that. Needs my help.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Okay. Looks like we have entrance. Now, let's see if we can reason with Major Kyle. Yes, everyone here is literally called biotic cultists because they are that disposable. And no one gives a fuck. So, let's see what we can do here. Here he is.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all.
You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
Alright. I'm gonna trust that you're being honest here. You have an hour, then you'd better be surrendering yourself, or I'm coming back. And it won't be with brownies and tea.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
Hey. Time to return to the Normandy and let the Alliance know so they can dispatch a ship to bring him in. Off we go then. And no, we cannot return to the Normandy until we leave the building. I thought that was the case, but I check stuff like this periodically just in case. Back to the ship.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Okay, and with that, we've dealt with the biotic situation. So now there's Rex's family armor, and then we have 2 more side quest chains to do before we head to Novaria. Those being the Geth and the Armstrong cluster and Cerberus. The Cerberus one is a bit longer though, because it leads to another quest that I believe leads to another. I'm also waiting to do the Geth one, because the character quest that you can get from Tally is connected to it, albeit very loosely. If possible, I'd like to be able to pick up that from her first. Anything else to say?
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
That's a no.
I should go.
See you later.
But I think I'm gonna end it here for today. So, it's been Dark Phoenix Gaming, and you've been watching Mass Effect Legendary Edition with Vin Shepard. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to see more like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you then, folks. See you then.